Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
Well, there is a definite chill in the Northern California air, Coach, but still a wonderful...
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Get off the field.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Dolphin football. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run. This is Kamara.
Let's go, buddy.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's going to get this down to the... ...35-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry from the USC man. And down inside the 15. Shy of the 10.
Let's go, baby.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 7 catches, 101 yards, and a score.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too...
Murray now on 1st down. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week: 16 carries, 74 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Yeah, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, Kamara. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They're going to look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once this week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. 3, 57 to Mike. 57 to go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Back to throw here. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They'll run it with Kamara. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened it.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Shedding the tackle.
Let's go.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
We don't talk about it very often. Sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Single. What? Go. Tight right.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Burton here. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Murray going to throw, and that's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what... Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
55, my God, 55.
He'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Tight end right. Anyway. Ready, go.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustment. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Second down, Murray sets to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Murray now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They fake the handoff, now Murray. That's caught by the tight end Lacoste. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Back to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught. It's Cooper. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
He'll drop to throw. And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Miami. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Kamara, try to run for it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Let's go. Check tight. He's crashing. He's checking.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw here. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Go, go, go.
2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So with that, Murray now on 1st down. This one into the hands of Burton. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Murray. He's got Lacoste as tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. First down, Murray. Man open, it's Goodwin. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to the 30. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said, if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe, because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Pulled in at the 24.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man Johnson. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. I got you. I got you. Mike.
2nd and 13. It's caught, Cooper. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Watch the screen. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
They're going to look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Johnson, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Miami, they move back over 500 now at 6-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our